All right. We're back. I hope you all come back and join us. We are back on. I do hope that you see us at this point. There's somebody on, but we'll continue with the interview because I'll be saving it, James. So we were at the point that you decided to start playing the guitar, and then our telecast went bad. So what was going on after that?
Well, basically, I stayed at home and took care of the kids, and then I we talked about me coming and moving here to Washington from Ventura, and I basically was here in Ventura, and or from Ventura, and so that I could be around my grandkids because my son was on the USS Abraham Lincoln.
Ah, in the Navy. All right. So after you got here, you've had quite a few careers, but did you continue with your music at that time, or how did you get into the Cherokee music that, or at least the Native American music that you were uh, recently putting out on the internet? And
Well, that came from actually probably about 20 years. When I first started doing that song, it didn't really sound anything like it does today. But I just I had this niche, and I wanted to make sure that I had it right. Um, that's something I can tell everyone out there that's a musician that never give up. If you have a song that you've made yourself and it's something that you have to have and it's deep in your heart, then keep working on it. Even though maybe some people will say that, hey, that's not right because you haven't made it right yet, but it doesn't mean you can't still play it until you do get it right. And that's basically what I had to do in my life to get that song right. I made it from scratch. It came from my heart, and just stuck with it.
so, what gave you the inspiration, and what is the name of the song? I know what it is, but I'd like you to tell our audience.
It's "Run with Me,"
Right.
and it's about the Trail of Tears. Um, Basically, it's now been aired. It's actually been on the radio,
Yes.
and today it was on the radio, and it was actually in the number one spot of the new music. So
Yes.
it's that's come out. I was just
Okay.
amazed.
So, what was the name of the radio station? It is indigenous, is it, or is it a what kind of radio station is it?
It's an indigenous to the
Yes.
area, and it's based out of Seattle,
Hmm.
and it's Star Radio. It's actually now I got to look on something else because I can't remember what it was called right off the bat. But yeah, it's Daybreak Star Radio, and
Daybreak. Okay.
yes, Daybreak Star Radio. Um, and it's been playing there for a week now, and this is the second time it's played. And I'm just real happy that that it's getting as much attention as it is.
Right.
I'm real
That's
thankful.
kind of unusual. It's unusual to put a song out for the first time, and I understand that not only is it number one on that radio station, is that correct? But also, was there any other accolades or people that responded to this song from the?
I You know what? I can't see what the radio station sees,
Uh huh.
but if they want to put it in a place where they want to put it, then I mean, more power to them. It's got to have something to do with the people. There is an area on there where you can put like or dislike,
Right.
and
Right.
I just hope it continues.
Did you get any response from the indigenous community at all? in the Cherokee community at all for the song? Have they seen it or heard it yet? James, could you hear me? I think
You're
we
kind
just,
of breaking up.
yeah, yeah, it's the same problem on this side.
I didn't get that last part that you asked.
Yeah, I was asking if you had any feedback from the Native American community, from the Cherokee Nation at all. Do you have any idea if people from there are listening to your music, to that particular song?
Yeah, from what I understand, and I was told that they do like it, um, and that's really come to heart for me because, being an Indian myself, that that means a lot.
We may have to do this whole segment. I hate to say that, James, but this is where our connection is having very problematic today, and I'm not sure why. Uh, but I do want you to try to tell us. I mean, maybe we can redo this tonight or tomorrow or some other time. Film it. It won't be live, but at least we'll get the message out with all this, without all this background interference. Could you hear me? Oh no.
Yeah, I think maybe what we should do is try this again sometime.
Yeah, I'm sorry, James. I have no idea why it's doing this. I've never had this problem before. We did get a new router. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I will get back in touch with you and we will. Do you work during the days did you have to take off work for the interview? I'm going to end the broadcast, James,
Yes, I
and
did actually, but
oh
I'm
no.
we take some kind of right.
Okay, I'm going to end the broadcast, James, but we will reschedule for anybody who could be listening to us. We'll reschedule this and put it back up.